What's your backup plan when you fall? Not if, when. When temptation overwhelms your best intentions, when your marriage hits a wall you can't climb, when doubts flood your faith, when addiction resurfaces, when grief crushes your spirit, when depression darkens every corner. If your answer is, handle it myself, you're already defeated. If your plan is, try harder next time, you're programming yourself for repeated failure. If your strategy is isolation, you're fighting exactly how the enemy wants you to fight, alone. Because lone wolves don't survive long in this wilderness. Solomon knew this truth centuries ago. Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. This isn't just poetic wisdom. It's warfare strategy. Every military unit operates with a buddy system, accountability chains, teams that leave no man behind. Why? Because they understand what most Christian men forget. The greatest battles are never won alone. David had his mighty men. Jesus had his 12. Paul had Timothy, Silas, Luke, and others who stood with him through shipwreck, imprisonment, and persecution. Their greatness wasn't found in solo heroics, but in the strength of tested brotherhood. So, where are your brothers? Not acquaintances, not drinking buddies, not fantasy football competitors. Brothers. Men who know your darkness and still stand with you. Men who will speak truth when you need truth, not when it's comfortable. Men who run toward you when everyone else runs away. The tragedy of modern manhood isn't just our isolation. It's that we've convinced ourselves we're connected while starving for true brotherhood. We've substituted proximity for intimacy, activity for accountability, networks for covenant relationships. How do you find men who won't let you fall? First, become that man for someone else. Brotherhood begins not with finding the right men, but with becoming the right man. Are you trustworthy with others' struggles? Do you respond to vulnerability with judgment or grace? Do you pursue men who are hurting, or wait for them to approach you? The brothers you seek are seeking the same qualities in you. Second, risk vulnerability first. Someone has to go first. Someone has to step beyond the weather, sports, and work conversations toward what's really happening inside. Someone has to say, I'm struggling with, or I need help with. That someone is you. Third, formalize your commitments. The men of ancient times understood something we've forgotten. Covenant relationships aren't maintained by good intentions, but by structured commitments. Set regular times to meet, specific questions to ask each other, and concrete boundaries that you've agreed to protect for one another. Fourth, diversify your brotherhood. You need different men for different seasons. The brother who helps you battle addiction may not be the same one who guides your spiritual growth. The friend who challenges your career decisions may differ from the one who supports your marriage. Like David's mighty men, each brings unique strengths to your battles. Fifth, prioritize depth over breadth. Better to have 3 men who truly know you than 30 who know your name. Jesus invested deeply in 12, even more deeply in 3. Quality of connection always trumps quantity of contacts. When Jonathan realized David was fleeing for his life from Saul, Scripture says he helped him find strength in God. Not just emotional support or practical assistance, though surely those were given, but spiritual reinforcement. He helped his friend reconnect with the ultimate source of strength. This is the highest calling of brotherhood, helping each other find strength in God when personal strength fails. Not replacing God in each other's lives, but redirecting each other back to Him when the path disappears in the fog of war. Men, the battles ahead are too fierce for solo campaigns. The enemy is too strategic, the terrain too treacherous, the campaign too lengthy. You need brothers who will notice when you're missing from the front lines, who will drag you to safety when you're wounded, who will speak truth when you're deceived, who will stand with you when everyone else retreats. Don't wait for these men to find you. Seek them, invest in them, commit to them. Build your band of brothers with the same intensity you'd build any other crucial element of your life. Because when, not if, you fall, the difference between destruction and restoration won't be your strength of will. It will be the strength of the hands reaching down to pull you back up.